Would you please welcome Kate Miller-Heidke? Kate, you had us at Banana Land. What is this glorious show about?
Look, it's about a very angry, earnest, political activist punk band who write this song based on Clive Palmer's incursion into federal politics, an angry song, which is mistaken for a children's song about a magical land where everyone gets a free banana. So they walk on stage at the Dubbo Leagues Club and to their shock they find it's an audience full of young children who are very traumatised by their angry choreography and loud, terrible music. But yeah, this band they're sort of like a mix between Pussy Riot and Spinal Tap. They're unintentionally hilarious. They take themselves very seriously, but they're quite entertaining to watch. And then, of course, they have to decide as a band if they're going to pivot into the more sort of lucrative world of children's music or if they're going to follow their authentic art.
It kind of feels like you've read Michael Hing's Teenage Diaries. A little bit.
Yeah. What really? What happened?
No. I think Susie's just implying the fact that I obviously wanted to be an artist and now, that didn't work out. And those piano lessons were wasted, Mum and Dad.
I mean a BS artist. But Wiki Wiki Wawas, that's what the band's called?
Yes.
Now, is that by any chance, was that inspired by possibly some other bands that perform
Look,
for children?
yes, the spark for the story was originally planted when, as new parents, my partner who wrote the script and I found ourselves subjected to a lot of Wiggles and other children's entertainment. And you find yourself, after watching like 200 hours of Big Red Car, trying to see behind their eyes, trying to figure out what's truly going on there. What sort of shenanigans, how rock and roll is it behind the scenes? I don't know. When I was growing up, there were all these salacious rumours, lies about the Wiggles. But I always found it really interesting. And even in Coles, seeing the headlines about Lockie and Emma Wiggle.
Oh, yes.
And then you're watching the Wiggles going, where's that micro expression of heartache? Why did you hate it so well?
What's hidden under that skivvy? What are they
I know, but they never crack. The veneer never cracks. But in this show, you get to peer behind that curtain. And it's very, very funny, full of music and full of heart. At the heart of the story is this beautiful relationship between sisters, and it's full of music and it's been so joyful.
So let's talk a bit about the music. Obviously, you've worked in musical theatre before, but when you're writing musical theatre, how does it differ from writing, pop songs or songs that you play on the radio?
It's a different process. I think for me, it can be a bit more fun and playful because I don't have to wear my own heart on my sleeve. As a songwriter, I guess my method is to excavate my trauma or all my ugly, disgusting bits that I don't want people to see and bring them out into the light. That just seems to create the best and most enduring songs. But with the musical, I get to sort of step into someone else and inhabit somebody else's brain for a bit. And it can be...
Excavate their trauma,
Well,
for example.
exactly. It's so liberating.
I'm always interested with this because I think we got kids about the same age and you'll be so influenced by your Spotify, I think, algorithms, because when you've got a kid, it's like 80% is their songs just getting cranked out. Does that affect, did that influence with this show? Are you kind of listening to all those and then you mentioned it before, but is it it just gets in there and then you're like, okay,
it's bad.
I've got to use this somehow creatively.
I know. I don't know how old your kids are, but my kid's obsessed with this song called Butt Cheeks. I've heard it over. If you know, you know. Don't look it up. But he's destroyed my algorithm. There was that thing, I guess, as an artist judging children's entertainment, and on one side there's the Rainbow Connection and Inchworm, all of this stuff that still moves me now, and then on the other side there's Baby Shark. So it's as an artist. How do you get there? How do you get to Baby Shark?
Kate Miller-Heidke, I have to admit, I'm obsessed with your kid. There is a video on the internet of your child that is so funny that I put it on my Facebook page so that it will come up every year. Oh. I'm wondering if the Wiki Wiki Wawas would want a bit of this action.
Sun, earth, your wine, your wine.
He's the greatest child. We played that in the meeting today. I made everyone watch the entire clip. He's absolutely brilliant. Has he had a lot of influence on the show?
Oh, well, I don't know, on the show. He certainly had many millions of hits with that video. Like, he's more famous than me, basically. But yeah, we'll be bringing him to the show. It's not strictly for young kids, I have to say. It's for 15 plus. There's a lot of adult themes in the show.
I love, though, that you were singing every word and you knew the choreo there. You're right. You can also find out about Kate's 28-date tour, which you've just announced today as well, coming to all the regional towns around Australia. So that is on our website, as well as all the information about Banana Land. Please thank Miss Kate Miller-Heidke.